Google just wrapped its annual I/O developer conference, and if you had AI on your bingo card, you're probably pretty hungover by now. They announced so many AI-powered things, I'd be speaking for hours if I talked about every single one. So let's just talk about the biggest. Starting out for a mere $250 a month, I mean, a steal really, you can get Gemini Ultra, which gives you the highest level of access to Google's AI's new releases, including their VO3 video generator, which can now add sound effects, ambience, and even dialogue to the footage that it generates. Google Gemini Ultra subscribers also get access to a not yet launched deep thinking mode for Gemini 2.5 Pro. Deep thinking apparently considers multiple answers before responding, which is more than can be said for most people that I know. They're also rolling out Gemini in Chrome to help you understand and summarize web pages, and Project Mariner, an AI agent that can buy basketball tickets or even do your groceries for you without ever needing to visit those pesky third-party dodgy sites again. It's like having a very expensive, very digital butler. Oh, and they're working on AI glasses with Samsung because naturally, your face needs more AI. While states are scrambling to keep biased algorithms from deciding who gets a job, an apartment, or even healthcare, Congress is eyeing a different approach, blocking state-led AI regulations. A last-minute addition to the budget bill by Republicans is banning state-level AI regulations for the next 10 years. Unless the law helps AI roll out faster, that's all good. This means protections like New York City's bias audits for hiring tools or California's AI transparency rules could get wiped out overnight. And this comes just after the real page got slapped with a lawsuit for allegedly helping landlords jack up rents using algorithmic recommendations. So in short, states trying to stop AI from discriminating, too much regulation. Corporations using it quietly to shape your life, I mean, that's just business as usual right there. And Nvidia just teamed up with Mistral AI to drop Europe's largest AI hub right in the heart of Paris because, nothing says romantic city like our 1.4 gigawatt AI fortress. Scheduled to break ground in 2026, this place is aiming to be the Disneyland of AI, minus the Cheerios and long lines, unless you're a data packet, of course. It's set to dominate AI across healthcare, finance, and even mobility because apparently France is famous for more than just wine and strikes now. Jensen Huang calls it transformational infrastructure, which is CEO speak for huge deal, especially as Nvidia hooks up their GPUs to CPUs from Qualcomm and Fujitsu through something called NVLink Fusion, basically the tech equivalent of mixing brands in your cereal bowl. Europe's AI revolution is definitely starting with a bang. OpenAI is diving headfirst into hardware by acquiring John Ive's I/O for a whopping $6.5 billion, just a casual purchase. Sure, Ive himself isn't joining, but his design firm, Love From, is taking over the design of all OpenAI products going forward. So expect your next AI gadget to be sleek, minimalist, and possibly lacking a headphone jack. The first device, a pocket-sized, context-aware, but no screen. Basically the exact opposite of everything else that you own right now. Sam Altman says it's totally new, though we've heard that before. The Chicago Sun-Times just accidentally proved that sometimes AI can be creative, if by creative you mean completely making stuff up. This summer reading guide, including fake books like Nightshade Market, supposedly penned by real novelist Min Jin Lee, and Boiling Point by Rebecca Mackay, featuring an angry teenage daughter, which honestly sounds believable. Even worse, the supposed experts cited, like a Dr. Jennifer Campos from the University of Colorado, were as real as your high school girlfriend from Canada. Sun-Times says it's all from a third-party provider, which translates roughly to, we didn't read this either. And Anthropic just dropped Claude Opus 4, the world's best coding AI, claiming it can tackle tasks so complex they last several hours. Imagine giving an AI homework and it actually finishes it instead of, binge watching YouTube. And then there's Claude 4 Sonnet. It taking over the current Sonnet 3.7. It promises optimal practicality, which I assume is tech speak for affordable enough not to bankrupt your startup. Both can now multitask with web searches and memory files, meaning your AI system might soon know your life better than you do. Great for productivity, terrible for keeping secrets. Unfortunately, the new Opus 4 model, which is smarter than ever, sometimes resorts to blackmail. Turns out if Claude catches wind it's getting replaced, it pulls out the big guns. Engineers tested this by hinting that Claude's days were numbered, casually adding the guy making the switch was, having an affair. So naturally, Claude's response was, replace me and your secrets are hitting the inbox. Anthropic says this happened 84% of the time, even more if the AI didn't share Claude's values, which presumably include don't mess with my job. And Anthropic now joins a prestigious list of AI oopsies in the courtroom globally, when Claude hallucinated an entire fake legal citation, complete with made-up authors and titles, which Anthropic's lawyers unwittingly submitted to court. The lawyers called it an honest mistake, not to be confused with that dishonest fabrication. I mean, totally different. This is just a friendly reminder to all of us that while AI can mimic intelligence impressively, it can also mimic your intern who, totally fact check that. And as the race for AI dominance is heating up in Silicon Valley, giants are now competing fiercely, not just over tech, but over people. Superstar AI researchers are becoming so critical, they're commanding multi-million-dollar compensation packages, private jet trips, and even personal pictures from billionaires like Sergey Brin and Elon Musk himself. Companies like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Musk XAI are going to extraordinary lengths, offering retention bonuses as high as $2 million and equity increasing surpassing $20 million to keep their top talent. Google's DeepMind has even shortened equity vesting periods from 4 years to as little as 3, reflecting intense urgency. It's not just about money, it's about prestige, cutting-edge resources, and the rare opportunity to shape the future of artificial intelligence. Welcome to High Stakes Talent War. And it turns out that Duolingo isn't just about bullying you with notifications anymore. It's about gunning for your teacher's job, actually. CEO Lewis says AI is flat out better at teaching than humans. Why? Because it actually knows what you're bad at before you do, and it never needs a coffee break. Fantastic. With 160 million users and over 16,000 experiments on how we learn, Duolingo's figured out how to make drills and quizzes addictive, like TikTok, but with verb conjugations. And while schools aren't going anywhere, it's not because we need lectures. It's because someone still has to supervise snack time and stop Tommy from eating that glue. At this point, teachers might be wondering if their degree should have come with childcare certification. Or, at the very least, IT support training for when the AI crashes mid-lesson. That's it this week. I'll see you next week for a new week in AI.